Two, one. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast. Where today we are talking about episode 12 of Ultraman G'd, My Name. I am Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
Hello there.
Hello, but is that
I
the
thought for
title? Is your
sure-
name Nick?
Yeah, no. If only, dude. If only. I'd take that advertisement in a heartbeat. No.
I thought for sure you were gonna give us your Ultraman name.
Dude, I would need to think on that one quite a while. I'd have to pick something like good that hasn't already been taken. Anyway,
All right, stick with us for our next episode where Nick reveals his Ultraman name.
Yeah,
Ultra G. Or genocide.
Jesus Christ.
No, bad name. Bad name.
Anyway, yeah, this is the second half. Well, so this is the follow-up to the last episode. I'm reluctant to call it the second half of a two-parter because it's kind of not. Like, it follows up on it, but it tells its own story, and like there's different stakes to it than the last episode, which I kind of appreciate a lot, like especially with some of these characters they introduced.
It's not fully standalone, but it doesn't. It definitely has its own identity.
Oh yeah.
And what we hate around here is identity.
The G'd identity. Anyway. This episode getting a little This episode getting a little housekeeping in was directed by Kiyotaka Taguchi, who is the main director for Ultraman X, Ultraman Orb, Ultraman Zet, and Ultraman Blazar.
Storied history, that one.
Yeah. He did like most of the episodes.
Blazar was,
I'll fight you. I will fight you. I will come down there and I will fight you.
He did a lot of the episodes that we really liked from Orb, like the first two episodes, the last two episodes.
Those were class acts.
Yeah, absolutely. The episode with Thunderbrester's introduction.
Yep. My favorite form.
Yep. Speaking of Thunderbrester, this episode has a lot of there's a lot of parallels we can draw between those while being radically different from each other, which I love.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Anyway, our episode begins. Oh, sorry.
But given Alex pleasure.
It was also written by Hirotaka Adachi, who wrote like almost half of Ultraman G'd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like there's at least some cohesion to the story.
Yep. He wrote 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He wrote so like a little over a third of the series. He wrote 9 of the episodes, and then he also helped write the movie when we get to that. Anyway, this episode begins with a flashback to Riku being discovered at the observatory 19 years ago, which is our first confirmation on how old Riku is.
He's older than I thought.
He is, which is funny because he's actually his actor is younger than his character. His actor, I believe, at the time was 16 or 17.
Watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's
interesting
a little older. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually you see that in reverse.
Yeah.
Where you have like 30-year-olds playing sitcom teenagers.
Yep. No,
that's just in America.
Yeah, well. Mm-hmm. So Josh, tell me, in this scene, how badly were you wanting the opening shot from Kung Pao? Just bye-bye.
But it's just just getting thrown from space. It's a fallen meteor.
I mean, okay. Tell me if you saw Belial being like, bye-bye. That would not be funny as hell.
No. Belial will be like, oh, so cute. And then tried to stab it.
Yeah.
No, the stabbing happened before. That was Betty.
I know.
That being said,
He's
Bellion
Betty.
would stab.
He's Betty.
Bellion would stab the shit out of the baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bellion,
You heard it here first.
That's not a controversial take. That's just a thing people would agree with. Anyway, so then we cut to Pedanium Zeton destroying the city. This is like
Having
kind of
a
where
freaking
last
fit.
episode ended. Again, still love this design. And we cut to Riku in a depressive bout. And specifically, they mention that it seems like the Pedanium Zeton has abnormally high energy levels right now because of the Ultra capsules inserted into it.
Quit, you're whining. Get out. Down.
Which is their way of explaining away why it's important that it has the capsules in it.
I mean, we've seen worse contrivances before.
Yep.
I mean, they do play it up with the fact that it busts its own ass.
Oh yeah. That I also appreciate, that like it burns itself out and it has to rebuild its central nervous system, isn't it?
I think
just so strong.
Well, I think it suffered like neurologic damage or I can't remember what it was.
Close enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I mean, it is going nuts the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And we see that with the later in the episode with the personification of our antagonist.
That when we get to that, I genuinely love that scene, and we'll get like a couple of more of those in the series, where it's like the inner workings.
Yeah, this one, I remember I was fairly negative on the seeing Riku inside of the Ultraman transformation, and I think it's grown on me.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're forgiven.
Well, I think the reason why is because they abandoned putting the eyes on him.
Wait, I think they do it every now and then, but it's not always.
Yeah, and it's usually just
a lot more subtle now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think seeing more of the actor worked for me.
Yeah,
because still having the actor be able to emote and be emotionally a part of the scene, I think is really important. So, it's just worked a lot more recently, I think.
That's fair. Anyway, Liha specifically asks in this scene, like, well, should we get Zero? Zero's in space.
There's no getting Zero.
Yeah,
he's dead. He's dealing with hentai.
He's inside of a red zone.
And it has hentai in it.
I mean, it does
Tell me I'm wrong.
It does have tentacles. Yeah, so then we get
There's no way to put tentacles in your media without it being at least moderately sexual. It's over. It's over.
Yep. So anyway, then we get Pedanium Zeton using its energy blast and literally burning itself out with it.
It busts its ass.
Oh yeah. It burns out its nervous system and a portion of its brain doing that.
There you go. Okay. Yep. I knew it was something to do with the brain.
Mm-hmm. So we have a period of time where it can't be active, which is how we justify that Riku can go out on his little adventure to figure out who sent him the letter.
And we just point out that this is not good motivation for this character.
Oh, 100%.
You should not be doing this.
But it works out in the end, so we have to justify it.
Of course.
So he goes out because he wants to figure out what's going on with this letter. And we are introduced to a character who is
our feature character.
Yep, an old man. Josh, I want to ask you, do you recognize this actor?
Yes.
Do you, or are you just saying that because it looks like you're looking shit up now?
No, I'm not. He definitely wasn't in Blazar.
Yeah, no
100%. Googling.
Yeah, so that's Yu Dobashi from Blazar, the douchebag.
Yeah. So I
But he
said
played
he's
such
got
a wholesome character here.
Yeah.
not in that one. He doesn't.
This dude is in a bunch of Ultraman shows as a bit actor. He's in Blazar, Jeed, Ultraman Max. He's in one of the Ultra Q. He's in a couple of the Ultra Qs. He's in Dyna. He's in Tiga, and he's in the original Ultraman series from the 60s.
Oh, he got
Quite the
Unfortunately,
history.
he also died last year.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Yep. Died a little, just slightly over a year ago.
what?
Yeah.
Why are you being so needy right now?
So anyway,
Get on my report.
he waves Riku over. He's like, "Hey, you're the one. I'm the guy you're looking for." He's like, you're Asakura-san too. Like, what's going on?" Don't worry about it. I saw you riding all the way here. Oh, how? Well, you're gonna find out, kid. We're gonna talk about the fact that I have a little star and a PlayStation 4.
You know that thing you want.
Yeah. You know, the only
The
way
thing
that
that we've seen him try to buy more than once.
Yep.
And why are they playing Tekken 7?
It came with the PlayStation.
Did it
This
really?
episode,
Probably.
this
Probably.
episode of Geed was brought to you by Tekken and Coke.
Yeah, you can see some product
You-
placement in this one.
Yeah,
There's
you
some
can.
real product placement here.
Yeah.
Did you notice that it calls it spicy cola? In one of the shots on the right, it says spicy cola.
Hell yeah.
Spicy.
But anyway, we find out that this guy's little star lets him see anything. Like he can see to the far corners of the galaxy. He can see.
Imagine what that power can give Jeed.
hmm He even sees the stuff that Riku's hiding under his bed that he doesn't want the world
Porn.
to know about. Yep.
His porn. He's
Yep.
got porn, guys.
Yep.
At this point, is that seeing all or just knowing all?
Apparently he can.
Well, no, he
literally
got
see
to see it and read it
Yep.
under
Oh,
his bed.
Yep. He can see it under there.
his vision extends to a level by level in a book or a magazine per se.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one
Page
of
by
the pages
page.
really disgusts him, though.
Yeah. So.
Just one. Just one.
So anyway, then we get like the big reveal that this guy was the guy who found Riku 19 years ago and was the one who named him. That he and his wife had originally planned on adopting this orphaned baby they found at the observatory, but his wife died shortly thereafter, and because of that, he didn't feel like it would be proper to raise Riku because he couldn't give him a home.
It's because he blamed Riku for his wife's death.
Yep.
Let's be real.
Intercut with this explanation, we also get Zero fighting a bunch of tentacles.
Hell yeah.
Why?
We needed
Because
some action. We needed to break up this serious piece of character drama. So that's
Did
all
we
it
though?
is. That's all it is
We-
they needed to break up the character drama. So they're like,
Just
and here's
break
Zero fighting.
Here he is.
Yep.
And hey, Leto's there too.
Yep. Leto's freaking out.
He's not liking it.
Yep.
well, Leto can go suck a dick because they got to deal with tentacle smell.
Yep.
I said it. I meant it, Alex.
I love how Zero's attack is like purpose built for this moment and it still fails.
Yeah, so then Pedanium Seton gets back up. It's like, all right, well, shit. The monster's active again, and we don't have an Ultraman. What are we gonna do?
Well, one, we got to carry this old man in a cart.
Yep. Because now the barrier that he somehow managed to set up isn't working. So he can't hide
They
his little
know they're
star
coming.
anymore.
Is it
The
because
only
he's dying?
the barrier is like
The barrier.
that is a much bigger contrivance than before.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's worse. It's like there's no context for it. There's no like precedent for it with any of the other little stars at all.
Nope. We're not going to get any sort of explanation for it either, really.
Nope. No, and it doesn't matter.
Yep. It's just an excuse.
It was just there for the fact that he's probably been like this for a while, and now he's not.
Yep. So anyway,
or what? He says like 3 months he's been like this?
Yeah, he's had his little star for 3 months. So he knows everything that Riku's been doing, because this would have been set 3 months after the start of the series.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God.
Yep. So anyway, Pega helps push the cart, which I forgot to mention, this old guy knew that Pega was there. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever.
Yeah, so much exposition happened through the medium of Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out that they actually did a good job and had the actors play Tekken, because in the shots that are just them holding the controllers, you can see a reflection on some of the furniture, like a glass piece of his furniture.
Yep.
That actually shows the game, like they're actually playing.
Yep.
And I thought that was a good touch. I'm like, yeah, it's better. It's better than the nonsense play acting shit that you see other people do.
I mean, I get the feeling that the older actor, Minori Tarada, is like kind of a more with it older guy, and Riku's actor is a teenager. He's probably played fighting games before, so
I just feel like the old man was just like an actual Tekken pro.
there's a non-zero chance on that one.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so Riku runs through the city with this cart, trying to take him to safety. And right now he asks, like, hey, so where's my father, by the way? I need to know where that deadbeat is. Well, he's out there, but he's not quite in this universe. And
Well,
your
he's
buddy
got
Zero's trying to
19
fight him.
years worth of child support.
Yep. 18. You don't need to pay it after that.
No. He's still a child. Let's be real.
That's fair.
I like that alimony.
Yeah. So he's like,
that's
yeah,
too
so your friend Zero and Belial are fighting. Congratulations. You're gonna meet your dad soon.
What?
And if you lose,
So his vision is not just now. Like, this is knowledge, not just vision.
Yeah.
Come on.
Eh. It's foreshadowing. He has the power of foreshadowing.
He has the power. Yeah, no, he has the power of plot armor.
Yep. He's gonna tell us that by the end of the series, at the end of the series, Riku and his dad are gonna fight, and it's gonna be real important. Anyway,
We were all surprised.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what if they don't?
That would be surprising.
Honestly, yeah. So anyway,
we go the whole show and Belial just goes, nah, at the end.
I forgive you, son. You forgive me?
What?
Yeah. You were a disappointment.
Oh, now we're fighting.
You were supposed to be evil, and you weren't, but I forgive you. Riku just sits there like with a shocked look on his face as Belial walks away.
What just happened?
I don't know what I'm supposed to feel anymore.
I think he got forgiven.
That would be one hell of a twist. I don't know why, but now I'm like, can that happen?
It's like you want this to happen.
Yeah. I could see that happening in like an Ultraman Zerth movie.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I'm assuming that's an alternate reality.
I want that to happen.
it's
Actually, I want
the
a new
comedy
Earth.
Ultraman. Anyway, so Vidanium Zeton attacks, knocks him out of the cart. The cart's broken. He can't.
He has the power of stormtroopers. He can shoot near them.
Yep. He can't. So he can't, take him away. We get the meaning behind Riku's name because he's like, yeah,
This is the time for this exposition. That's correct.
yeah,
Well, yes.
yeah. Riku.
Why didn't you say this over Tekken?
Yeah, because we're talking about other
why
shit.
could he?
Yeah, so
He could see the future. He knew it wasn't the correct time.
yeah, he knew it had to happen right now, so that he could give him the little star. And then they have the whole "if you die, you die. It's real. It's not a game anymore."
What do you think? This is a game?
Yeah, you gotta live,
I believe
kid.
it's Tekken.
And then because he's sort of now, I guess, Riku's father figure, he gets the Father of Ultra capsule.
Yay!
So this is
Yay, the Father of Ultra.
this is something I actually really love about this form. So Ultraman Belial traditionally has two Ultramen that are like his foils. They are specifically Ultraman Zero and the Father of Ultra. So having this mid-season form based off of those two is kind of like a fun little take on the lore. Yeah,
It's just
it's
big
good.
fuck you to Belial.
Yep. Yeah, so he uses those two capsules and he transforms into Ultraman Geed Magnificent, a form that I name dropped multiple times last recording.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I told Josh I was gonna name drop it a bunch of times in there. I even straight up, if you look at it, when we're talking about the episode like yesterday, I specifically call it Magnificent.
Fantastic.
Yep. Oh no, I was in my element on that one.
And finally, a form with horns I enjoy.
You're
Honestly,
just a bigot for horns.
This
no, I'm
form
not.
is
You can't
sick
prove it.
as fuck.
Fuck you, Texas.
So I'm gonna grab my figure of it.
Sorry, Texas have horns.
I put this back up on the. I've had this for months, waiting for this moment.
It is such a good form.
It's
okay. Now I need to see it. Where's the Super Sentai?
Oh,
it's
magnificent. I'll show you that in between recordings, but yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the audience more of your ass.
Yeah, that's fair. No, so so Magnificent. I still love Primitive a lot. I think Primitive is like the best base form.
Yeah, man, the suits are so clean in this episode, or like in this series. Like sometimes in Orb, you go, okay, that suit's been worn more than once. In this one, they all look fucking brand spanking new. It's so good looking. It's so clean.
And the power set on this one is really good too. Like the energy attacks all look really cool coming off of it. The fact that it's like really durable, like solid burning too, is really cool. The armor pieces on it all look good.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like I just love that it and solid burning are that way.
Mm-hmm. Like
I love I whip my hair back and forth attack.
Yeah, the fucking horns. Yep. It's so good.
It's so good. I was like, all right, now they know we like the horns. Let's go.
All right. No, like the horns. Sometimes for some Ultramen, I don't like horns. I'll be honest, but like this is like peak horns in my opinion.
It's pretty slick. I like.
It's because there's so much more going on.
I know you enjoyed Burnmite quite a bit. Burnmite warmed up on me, but like from the get-go, I was
this one's great. I see. Like I'm always questioning the placement of the horns. on the Ultraman. Like when it's like ear level instead of like on the head, I'm like, is that gonna work? And they consistently make it work.
Yep. I also love that we get like some
It's
of the
just
Father of Ultra's beard on him too, because he's got like these dope ass sideburns going on, and it works there too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not always a fan of
it's
sideburns on an Ultraman, but that works on this
No,
boy.
I'm not. I'm actually mostly negative on that in my viewing of Ultraman, but no, it really works here.
yeah, which is crazy.
No, this is like just across the board, I think. Debatably, this is my favorite Jeed form. Like, I still really love his base form a lot, but this form is like so fucking good.
Yeah, I still might like Solid Burning more,
Mhm.
but this one's it's hard because I like Primitive as well.
Yep.
This
Acro
one's really good
Smasher
too.
is not the worst form I've ever seen. It's definitely not my favorite of his, but it's not the worst form ever.
I think that one I don't care for.
That's fair. It's again, it's the weakest form of his. Although
Yeah, but it's fine.
we still have one more form he's going to get during this show, though.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I can say we're not done yet.
Yeah. Um. We'll do a little comparison of it and Thunderbruster towards the end of the episode because they do fall around the same point introduction wise, and they do
Okay.
fill the same role, but in such drastically different ways.
Okay. Interesting.
Anyway, though, so we get a big slugfest between the two of that, between Pedanium Zeton and Magnificent, where we have like them just laying into each other, and then it'll shift to them like grappling in their human forms. So
Yeah,
they
and we
can
get
like,
another bit of the character bit.
yep, we get that emoting going on back and forth too, which is so good. Like,
They just want to love each other.
I mean, it is basically a
There's
guy fighting his mom,
there's so much sexual tension in that.
which is awful considering it is sort of his mom.
Exactly.
But then we get
I did not read that scene the way you two did.
I
There's
didn't
more
rate it
to
as
it than
sexual,
what we're
but
not saying.
so then we also get a real fucking good energy beam.
A real good one.
Mm-hmm. That breaks through the barrier and like hits him
Is
in
it
his human form.
is this our first cross attack?
No, so we had his base form has a cross attack. This is our first
Mhm.
L beam for him.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Wrecking Burst. His we see Wrecking Burst in like the first episode where he does like the charge up and the energy comes off of his hands. No, this is our first L beam for Jeed though. I think I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Yeah, so he destroys
right.
Pedanium Zeton,
No, Josh, no.
and we get the old man giving him a nod of respect just before he flies off into the sunset. Except it's not
And
really the
the old
sunset; it's like
man
midday.
dies.
Josh,
And
we can't
then
make those jokes. That dude actually died a year ago.
Now I can make that joke. Watch. And then he died for real.
Yeah.
and then he killed the dog.
Yep. So yeah, then Zero gets out of the wormhole and decides to use his energy beams to close it because now he knows he can do that.
I was gonna say, what in the bullshit was this?
Yeah, what in the bullshit was this?
So I can headcanon it on he went through it because he didn't know where it was
He
gonna
like
go.
like he goes, okay, we did learn something, Leto. We learned that this is the one way in and the one way out. So like he's trapping Belial?
He thinks he is at least.
He just made a space anus.
Yeah.
It is
And
very puckered, is it not?
Yeah.
it is. And then Belial's little eyeball, like, I can see you.
Looking outside of this butthole at you.
He just all wait until I come out, Zero. I'll get you, my pretty.
Pretty much, yeah. That is the vibe that he's going for on this. Yeah, so
But what was this attack?
that's just him
What was that
doing
power?
like just him
His
using like
space butthole attack.
yeah, he's just folding things. It's him using origami, but on a space butt.
Okay.
And now Riku has all of his capsules back, so he can use all of his forms again. That way, we're not stuck with just one for the rest of the season.
I'm also glad that they didn't like go. And next time we go on an Easter egg hunt, collecting them all.
Yep.
And they just do it off screen. That worked for me so much. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
This show absolutely knows what I'm willing to watch and what I'm finding irritating, and it's delivering. I didn't know if I was gonna like this more than Orb, and I am.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, we also get
It's hard to say that because Orb is really freaking good, but this one really is delivering.
Oh yeah. So then we get Riku reading a magazine, and Liha does her whole choppy chop thing, and this time he's completely he doesn't get bothered by it. She's like, "You're not scared anymore?" No, I'm just happy that we're back to our norms now.
Yeah,
I just say that bit
it
was
turned her on.
fantastic.
Yeah, like she's visibly upset that he's not upset.
But he ends up like stopping and going and doing the laundry.
Yep.
I just the whole bit was good. I don't know why I didn't expect the magazine to slice like that, but mwah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Riku goes to go play Tekken again, and then we get our ending sequence where uh Fukuida goes to talk to Belial, and he's like, "What's going on?"
And he comforts her as a child.
Yep. Don't be afraid.
Wait, is Fukuida the mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we not?
Yeah,
We've had this discussion multiple times now.
Yeah, he's the
I
mom.
don't like it.
Yeah, Fukuida's the mom.
I don't like it.
He's the scientist that used the technology to birth Jeed.
Yes.
Out of the two of them, he's the mom and Belial's the dad. Yeah, that was the episode. I fucking like. So there's a few episodes of Jeed that I will go back to watch every now and then if I'm in a bad mood, and this is one of them.
Ooh.
Like, I want to say like every 6 months or so, I'll sit down and I'll watch either the first episode, this episode, or there's like two others that I'll watch just because I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not in the best of moods. Let's throw something on that I know I'll enjoy.
Yay.
Yeah, this one was good.
Yeah, it's a fun one. So, let's talk about Magnificent and Thunderbreaster because they fit a similar role, and I think it's kind of interesting how they are similar and different because I think they both are introduced in episode 12 of their respective shows.
Oh, isn't that funny?
Yeah. But so they're both introduced in their at episode 12. They both fill the role of like the mid-season power-up form where they're both kind of treated as like a step above whatever was introduced before that. Because if you remember, he couldn't fight Pedanium Zeton very well in our last episode, but this episode he just walks through him. Same with
Right.
with Thunderbreaster. Um, I want to say that was he was fighting uh Maga Orochi in that episode,
I think so.
and nothing was on par with it until he used that form. And it's also a form that he could only all the other forms were unavailable to both of them at the time, and they managed to get a hold of something that gave them this power-up form that they were forced into using, respectively. Like, there's a lot of similar character beats, story beats, and the way they're treated is similar but different because with Thunderbreaster, it was like, oh yeah, cool, but there's the catch of because it was a Belial form for a person that doesn't use Belial forms, it was his first exposure to like using darkness as a power source, and because of that, he went on a rampage with it. Whereas for this one, it's specifically based off of two Ultramen that are against Belial for an Ultra that is based off of Belial. So it's almost like a Shining Knight form, comparably. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting.
I just wish he had bigger hands, like Thunderbuster.
That's fair. I do like the hands. But yeah. I don't know.
The sausage fingers.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. No, I appreciate this form. Does again, it fills a similar role, and a lot of shows will have like a mid-season form that they introduce, and then like a final form too.
It also does what Arc couldn't, as it's a good representation of what half armor looks like.
True. But
Learn from this.
I think it also works because it's incorporated into the form itself instead of like just something thrown on top.
Yeah.
Like, I think if it hadn't been that, it wouldn't have worked as well. Yeah. Any final thoughts you guys have before we call this one?
I'm just happy.
He's no juggler, but I like our antagonists.
I'm just happy our boy finally got a PS4.
Fair.
And a father.
Also fair. Anyway, tune in next time.
He didn't go all Uncle Ben on us.
It's amazing this guy had two fathers that just dumped him.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Anyway, tune in next time for Restore Memories. Restore Memories, aka the Clip Show episode. Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
I know.
Damn it.